How's it going, team? This is Dr. Tim coming at you guys with another Self-Care Saturday. And for this Saturday, what we're going to be going over is very simple. We're just going to be going over 3 of my top stretches that you can do to help reduce some low back pain and low back tightness. So whether or not it's low back tightness from working out at home, working out at the gym, working from home, or any of the above, go ahead and try these 3 stretches out and see how you feel after. All right, team, so the first stretch that we're going to be doing is going to be targeted around our QL muscle, which is a muscle in the low back, as well as our obliques out to the side. This can be a site of a lot of compression, so this stretch is meant to kind of lengthen that out. So what we're going to do is we're going to step back a little bit here. First thing I'm going to do is place my hand against the wall. I'm going to scoot my feet a little bit away from the wall. And then you can't see it as much from here, but I'm going to take this outside leg and I'm just going to cross that over the leg that's on the inside. From there, take the hips, go away from the wall, and then I'm going to take my upper arm and just reach towards the wall. So hips away, arm reaching towards the wall, okay? And all you're going to do is just stay nice and lengthened out here. Go and hold that stretch for about 30 seconds and repeat that twice on both sides. Alrighty, team, so the next stretch that we're gonna do is probably one of the most important ones, and it's gonna be for the hip flexor, okay? Hip flexor, big muscle that kind of comes up from the front of the hip here and attaches into the lumbar spine from the front side, okay? Probably might have seen this stretch before, but a couple key points on it, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hop into a half kneeling stance, just like so. First thing we wanna do to start to feel a stretch here is we're gonna take our pelvis and we're gonna tuck underneath. It's almost like your dog and you had a tail. We're gonna kind of take the pelvis, rotate it underneath. From there, stay nice and upright in the upper body. And then we're gonna take this arm, reach it up overhead, and then lean away, okay? So same thing as the stretch that we did before. All I want you guys doing for that is to hold that for 30 seconds and do it twice on both sides. Alrighty, team, so the last stretch that we're gonna go through today is, again, one of my favorites. It's called the frog stretch, okay? Frog stretch is gonna be targeted around stretching out our adductors, okay? Adductors attached to the front of the pelvis, so if they're pulling from the front, we can get more compression in the back, okay? Pretty simple for this stretch. What we're gonna do first is widen out the knees with the shins directly back from the knee until we feel a slight stretch in the adductor, okay? From there, come down to your elbows, make sure that your back stays nice and flat, and then all we're gonna be doing is then sitting the butt back towards the heels until you feel a little bit more intense of a stretch, and then again, holding for at least 30 seconds, okay? Because the adductors can be a place of a lot of tension, this one I recommend maybe hitting a few times of that 30-second hold. Alrighty, team, well, I hope you guys enjoyed those stretches. Again, what we were going through is the stretch for the kind of the QL and oblique on the side, going for the hip flexor on the front, and then going for those adductors on the inside of the thigh, okay? So I hope you guys try those out if you're noticing any low back stiffness. Even if you're not noticing low back stiffness, guaranteed going through those stretches, again, like I said, about 2 to 3 sets of 30 seconds on each side for the first 2, and then just directly through on that third one. I guarantee it's gonna help just loosen things up a little bit. And then next week what we'll be going over is my top 3 stretches to do for the upper body.